This is TOS Television, your digital force Pan-African News Network. I am Abigail Okwade and this is Africa Now. Uganda's military said it has discovered bomb-making material at what it called a training facility west of the capital, Kampala. It said it belonged to the rebel Allied Democratic Forces, a Ugandan militia that has pledged allegiance to the Islamic State group. Police said the three arrested suspects had already bought a car they planned to use in an attack. Still on security matters. A Ugandan veteran opposition figure and longtime opponent of aging leader Yoweri Museveni was again remanded to prison on Wednesday after he was charged with offenses for leading protests against soaring consumer prices. Kizza Besigye, who is 66 years old, was detained on Tuesday as he led a protest against in downtown Kampala, the capital, only days after he was freed from jail, where he had spent nearly 2 weeks on similar charges. A protester was shot dead as anti-military protests fled in the parts of Khartoum and nearby Omdurman on Thursday, a week after military leaders and the former ruling civilian coalition met to break a political deadlock gripping Sudan since last year's army coup. On Thursday, the coalition released a document laying out its political vision in advance of formal meetings with military leaders set for next week. The resistance committees that have led protests maintain a stance against any negotiation. International criticism on Rwanda's plan to receive asylum seekers from the United Kingdom is insulting, government spokesperson Yolanda Makolo said. She said critics should travel to the Eastern African country to see the progress it had made. The Rwandan asylum plan, announced by the United Kingdom government in April, intends to take some asylum seekers on a one-way ticket to Rwanda to claim asylum there instead. This is your digital force Pan-African News Network, TOS Television. You're watching Africa Now. More stories coming your way after the break. So stay tuned. Welcome back. In politics. Supporters of the Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike and his appointees on Thursday expressed anger over the decision of Nigeria's People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Alhaji Atiku Abubakar to pick the Delta State Governor, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, as his running mate. Wike's loyalists dismissed the Delta State Governor as a featherweight politician and warned that the decision would have implications for the PDP in the 2023 elections. Now, the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, PFN, has declared Operation Show Your Permanent Voters Card, PVCs, among Nigerian Christians, even as it urged them to go to church with the card on Sunday. The national president, Bishop Francis Wale Oke, said the initiative is one of his strategies to change bad governance in Nigeria. Now, moving away from Nigeria onto health. Zimbabwean Nurses Union said on Thursday their members would strike next week to protest the poor salaries and working conditions, which is the second walkout by nurses since the COVID-19 pandemic began. The government and health workers are at an impasse over pay as inflation in Zimbabwe jumped to 131.7% in May. Nurses in Zimbabwe are paid 30,000 Zimbabwean dollars, which is $79.37 a month. And in sports, the Egyptian Football Association has sacked Ehab Galal as coach after just 3 games in charge of the national team. Galal, who is 54, replaced Carlos Queiroz in April after the Pharaohs failed to qualify for the 2022 World Cup. But he was dismissed after a shock 2-0 defeat to Ethiopia in the 2023 African Cup of Nations qualifier and a 4-1 friendly loss against South Korea. And that is it on Africa Now. For more updates, do visit our website at www.tostvnetwork.com. Follow us and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Remember to subscribe on YouTube. Do stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Abigail Okwade. Thanks for watching.